Today I'm going to talk about few skin myths that we have been following through generations and which actually are not working on the skin or hair, but it's just that it's followed. Application and champi of the hair oil on the scalp increases the hair growth. Champi definitely feels us, makes us feel happy, and it's more of a spa treatment for our hair. But does it actually increase the hair growth? The answer is no. The dermatologists all over the world do not, ask you to apply hair oil on the scalp. And one of the reasons is that a fungus which causes dandruff actually is a lipophilic fungus. So if we move around and about with hair oil on our scalp, it aggravates dandruff, causing itchy scalp. On the contrary, hair oil is called as hair oil because it's a good conditioner for the hair if applied 1 inch above the scalp. And the hair root is around 1 mm beneath the skin surface. So what you are taking in as your nourishment, as your food, is what will give you the density for the hair. One very common myth and the hack that people use a lot is on the pimples, because we always used to, sometimes we get the pimples just before a social function or an interview, and people apply toothpaste to control that pimple. There are certain chemicals in the toothpaste which can cause scarring on the pimple skin. So it should never be done. We have creams which can heal a pimple to the tune of in 5 to 6 days. And we have certain chemical peels and some injections which can even subside it within 24 hours. So it's better to go to the dermatologist rather trying the hack of toothpaste. And one more skin myth that is there is that people try to prevent their stretch marks from happening by applying a lot of bio oils and moisturizers, and they say that if you are pregnant you should start massaging and that will prevent the stretch marks. Well, that is a myth and that does not happen. Skin is basically like a rubber. It's an elastic structure. So if it stretches beyond a limit, it just breaks. And the breakage of skin is what comes out as stretch marks. In pregnancy, it's usually not possible. And if at all you get a stretch mark, whether in pregnancy or due to obesity, stretching of the skin, or some people even get on the shoulders if they are going to gym and developing their biceps and the pectorals. This thing cannot be prevented if the stretch is out of beyond the extent of the skin to stretch. Once the stretch marks come, there are some lasers which help to reduce the stretch marks to the tune of 40 to 50%, but there is no method that can reverse or remove the stretch marks. The best way to prevent the stretch marks is to have a healthy lifestyle with controlled weight throughout, and in pregnancy controlled weight gain through balancing your nutrition and doing prenatal exercises that can limit the stretch marks in pregnancy and prevent them in the teenage and later years. Once they happen, moisturizing as such is very good for skin, but it will not treat the stretch marks. Thank you. Application of something called as Chanika Load. So this basically is your chickpea flour which we apply on a small baby who's just born to remove the hair on the forehead. The hair that we have on the forehead just after the baby is born is called as lanugo hair or the fetal hair. It as such also goes away in few months of life or by infancy when it is over. And that is what is called as shedding of lanugo hair and shifting to the adult hair. We do not need to actually rub that Chanika Load on the forehead, and the rubbing action can sometimes cause irritation on that beautiful feeble skin of the infant. That should not be done. Another common myth is that if you shave your hair off, then the density will come more. So I see patients shaving their hair for 4 to 5 times together and the density remains the same. The reason again is that the hair root is beneath the skin surface. That's why when you shave the hair, just like cutting the nails, it never pains, because what you are shaving is the dead part of the hair. The alive part of the hair root, gets its nourishment from what you are eating, how you are sleeping, exercising, and what you are thinking, how mentally relaxed you are. So take control of those things and your hair density will come back.